Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This professional development task today is getting you to once again revisit the E5 instructional model, and your learning area leader has a link that we've provided for them of a lesson that Ken filmed yesterday, and we'd like you to use your E5 grey book and the instructional model to basically do an assessment of the lesson and to see where the teacher is functioning, what they're doing within the classroom, and to identify where they're functioning and what level. You could also maybe have a discussion as a group about how that teacher could move that class and that lesson, the activities, further up in the model from level 1 to level 4.
Excellent. And after you've done that, and having seen that in operation, we'd like you to get together in small groups and try and develop just a plan for a single lesson where you quite explicitly built in elements of the E5 instructional model into your plan based on the sorts of things that you would have seen in the video Stuart teaching. So good luck with that. We hope you find that a beneficial exercise.
And look, one of the things that teachers always, or generally, I shouldn't say always, but most teachers like talking about teaching, and so we hope this provides an opportunity for you to talk about some of the really good strategies you use in your class and to share some ideas about your teaching. Good luck.
Good luck.
We're moving on to our second area of revision, and it's about our second area of study, nation, race and citizenship. And the one thing I want you to get out of this is when we leave this afternoon, you have some of those really big issues about nation, race and citizenship at the forefront of your mind. You're obviously going to need to do a lot of your own research, but to start with, in the end of this lesson, we want you to have those key issues, some of the big issues at the forefront of your mind. Now, what I would like you to do to begin is by yourself. And I'm really keen that you do this by yourself and we don't actually talk or interact. I want you to have 2 minutes thinking time. 2 minutes thinking time where you actually reflect, what can you remember about nation, race and citizenship? I don't want you to write anything for 2 minutes. I want you to sit there and reflect. And then after 2 minutes, I want you to write down what are the big things you can remember about that topic. We get 2 minutes thinking time. What I'd like you to do now is to write down the things that came to your mind. When I mention nation, race and citizenship, area study 2, what is coming to your mind? Now just go for another minute. I don't want you to write a thesis. I just want you to write down dot points. And after a minute, what I'd like you to do is to share with the person next to you. What have you got down? What have they got down? And if you don't have anything they have, then obviously add it to your list. So we'll wait for another minute for you to finish that. Now I'm seeing lots of great notes as I'm just looking around. Can you just share with the person next to you? What have you got down and just talk your way through that?
I forgot to have the use of the
Can you recall some of those?
There was that training.
There was the
Yeah, the chiropractic.
Early amendments. It was like 1906 to 1909.
So it was 1903 and 1916.
Oh, 1909.
Yeah, it was amended in like 1906.
Well, I started listing some of the apps like the immigration description, Pacific Islanders, mixed race strategy, with the exception of some Chinese people with certificates of exemption.
Well done, that's good. Steph, what do you have?
Immigration restriction act in Pacific Islands.
Yeah.
That is exciting, the citizens.
And that was the one.
Yep.
I'm excited about
That's great. Well, if you don't have either of those, make sure you write them down.
I started writing down some of the
Can we just go for another minute on that? And what I'd like you to do after that minute?
Excuse me, Mr. Johnson, I have a question.
Yes.
Tariffs.
Oh, the tariff, that's it. That's what I was missing. Tariff and new protection.
Thanks for that positive reinforcement, Mr. Johnston.
No, that's fine, Caitlin. I'll
That's what I like to see.
deliver it any day.
I was going to guess that's what it is. I think I got used.
All right, can I just have you look this way for one moment? You just hold the pens for a second. What I'd like you to do after a minute is I want people from this side of the room, 2 of you or 3 of you, because you're obviously working in 3s or 2s, whatever you're doing, go and share with the group over here. So you need to expand your group, because I'm sure people over here have some stuff that you don't have, vice versa. All right. So another minute at your own leisure. Move across the room, share ideas, cross-fertilise, all those sort of things, and then eventually we'll come together and do our next phase.
Let's have a brainstorm, guys.
Are we moving now?
You can move now, absolutely.
If we all
You're going to tackle
Steph, they see your mind.
this.
Christina.
Oh, my feet hurt.
Oh yeah, you know what I was like.
Wide sharing. Sharing some ideas.
So one person each.
I think
Okay, how old did you get?
I got Yellow Peril, Immigration Restrictions, Pacific Islanders Act, Harvesting
I got immigration restrictions,
Framing of Australia,
Pacific Island Labourers Act.
Society,
I didn't get
Pensions
that.
Act,
Federation was 1901.
Federation 1901,
The Commonwealth.
Maternity Act, Tariff and Protection Act, Federation Act.
Yeah, me too, pretty much. Sort of the inclusion and exclusion, like the white Anglo-Saxon
And what
and then they excluded like Aboriginals, women,
Yeah.
Asian, etc.
Tariff
Chinese,
and
because I've been doing
revision.
Typing my notes.
and they're pragmatic and emotive reasons.
I did that with the Aboriginals. However, my
So if you what did you sorry to interrupt, what did you just mention?
The pragmatic and emotive reasons.
Oh, okay. That's good.
What do you think I said?
That's good. I'm just making sure we all get that.
Oh, yeah. Reasons for federation.
Very good, Rach. Reasons for Federation.
Then I just listed apps.
Yeah, acts would actually quite easy.
Yeah.
So do you
I
guys
don't know,
have
that was nice.
similar lists there?
Home get all of them.
Yeah, I got about 6.
Emotive.
And once you finish that, if you've got a
I'm not going to roll for each of them. I got Yellow Peril down.
I guess there's still like one thing.
And there's the Dictation Test of the Immigration Restriction Act. And Constitution Section 51 and 137. One was about citizenship and another was about convention and conditions of people.
Thank you, Sophie.
There were also these tables that talked about like the population of different nationalities within Australia. So you're talking about that.
And Section 51, I think, was
Not like it wasn't predominantly like wasp.
If you'll finish that task, can you move back to your seats and we'll go on to the next phase.
Bye. Yeah.
We all sit in the same seats all year.
Would you like me to
I sit in the same seat pretty much in every class. Like business management, I have my little corner by myself. I'll still just me, but like, you know.
yeah, like how it is in here, like that's
Some of you guys like, just sit here anyway, just like,
Now, thank you. The next phase, what I'd like us to do is to create a mind map. Now, obviously, classic old tool, the mind map, but they are very effective in revision, for purposes of revision. And what I'd like us to do is to call out, put your hand up, call out something you've written down, and we'll add it to our mind map, because the mind map is excellent because it's those little cue words that can help you when you're studying, that link into other pieces of information. It'll open the door to your mind. So, when we have someone stick their hand up or yell out, I'm happy for that to happen, for you to give us some issue that you wrote down or topic that you think we can put on the board that is relevant.
Legislation.
Legislation.
And how it enshrines the hopes and fears.
Okay, hang on, we've got a big word there. Let's break that down. What did you say? Right?
How it enshrines the hopes and fears of the new nation.
Okay, well let's break that down. Hopes. Because that's really a big issue, isn't it? Fears.
Inclusion. Do it include.
I'll jump to someone else, Rach. Thanks for that anyway. Over this side of the room.
Excuse me. The pragmatic and motive reason.
Fantastic.
Someone just seems to be playing. I'm going to need a bigger page.
What do we mean by pragmatic, Christina?
Logical practical.
So it's practical. Guys, say it again, Christina.
Practical reason.
So pragmatic are practical reasons. And then we have emotive reasons. Guy or Kyle, can you tell us what emotive means?
Driven by emotion, I guess. So fear and I guess maybe anger in some situations.
So in the context of our area of study,
How the nation felt and why they felt that way. So emotive reasons, whether they wanted to feel more included on the world stage and rid the smudge
The
of
convict taint.
ah, very good.
And because there was a growing population in native-born Australians who didn't feel like they belonged to the new nation.
Okay, so we'll put convict, eh?
See, that was an interesting one because what about London?
What was the one you just said before that, Rach? Convict taint. What did you say before that?
Growing sense of national identity.
Ah, very good, yep.
Native-born Australians. And promoting the national interests on the world stage.
Great. What's this native-born Australian issue?
There were people born in Australia after the gold rush and they didn't really feel like they belonged in Australia, but they certainly weren't British.
Right, so they're almost caught in between, aren't they?
Yeah.
And so they're looking for some sort of unique identity. Alright, fantastic. Are there any other big issues that really should be included in this mind map? Because what we're going to do is just try and build up the links to that.
I think that's it, and then everything else can be linked into one of those.
Okay.
One of the significant things was exclusion.
And inclusion. Excellent contribution to
Should-
this discussion.
So if we put exclusion down here,
And conversely, inclusion.
Oh.
And who was
Yeah.
really
fantastic. So inclusion.